And coming up next, we'll have Mortgage Matters with yours truly, and we're going to be talking about pre-approval letters. And in the studio with me now is Craig Gilner, our producer of Metro Voice Media. Now, Craig, pre-approval letters, they're not all the same. When you go out and you want to buy a house, you're going to call a real estate agent, and you're going to say, I need you to show me some houses. The first thing they're going to say is, do you have a pre-approval letter through a mortgage lender, a broker, or a bank? Not all pre-approval letters are the same.
Really?
And what happens is when someone puts a contract on a house, they have to have a pre-approval letter to guarantee that they have the money to buy the house.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a bank statement with $500,000 cash in it, you go up and you say, I'm buying a house cash. Here's my bank statement. Boom. You're done. All you have to do is an appraisal, home inspection, and you're in. But if you go to an organization that says, give me an application, tell me how much you make, tell me how much you have in the bank, they pull your credit report, they see you have good credit scores, and they say, here's your pre-approval letter, go out, buy your house, based on the information you provided. You get a contract, they have 30 days to process all that documentation internally, and then they have what's called an underwriter, which is a person that signs off and says, we have this amount of money allocated for you to go ahead and buy this house. Well, what happens is until that underwriter signs off on your loan, that money will not be released to you until they sign off. With us at Topaz Mortgage, when we issue a pre-approval letter, we like to have all the documentation from our client. We like to educate you about the whole process so you understand the ins and outs, get you completely underwritten with a property to be determined, where all you have to do is get an appraisal and a home inspection, as if you're still getting financing, but you're approaching that house that you want to buy as if you had cash, but you're still getting financing.
That's great. Yeah.
Now, the letter for pre-approvals, when people call me, they say, I have a pre-approval letter from you. Tell me how strong it is. This and that. I say, well, I can't release any information, but I have a complete file and we're signed off by an underwriter. Now, granted, when they get a sales contract, if we have to update a pay stub and they lose their job, the deal's dead. But as long as everything stays the same, we're okay. Because what we want to do is get all the red flags out of the way, where all you have to do is deal with the appraisal and also the home inspection and the title work, which is a seller's issue if there's problems. But as far as that, is there any questions you have about pre-approval letters? You always want to get the strongest one, because the worst feeling in the world is getting approved, telling all your friends and family, and then finding out that something went wrong and you're not approved. You might lose your deposit. You already hired the movers. You might have already put a deposit down. The people that you're buying the house from needs your money so they can buy their house. It's a chain reaction. Just trying to put integrity back into the industry. Well, that's it for Mortgage Matters, and we're talking about pre-approval letters. Any questions, call or text me at 301-467-8444. That number again is 301-467-8444. Coming up next is Max Levitt from Leveling the Playing Field, Inc.